Hey everybody, it's Pastor Deuce, and I serve as the CEO of God Mode Activated, and just wanted to cast a little bit of vision for 2021 as a ministry. The vision and mission of GMA has always been connecting gamers to Christ and activating them in their faith. And 2020 was a huge year for us in both of those aspects. We've seen so many new gamers connected to Christ through our strategic outreach team partners and affiliates. We revamped the outreach team this past year, and we've seen so much success on that front across different platforms like Twitch and TikTok and Twitter and blogging and all these different things where we're strategically trying to connect to gamers where they are and reach them with the good news of Jesus. Then at the same time, we've also launched so many new things like small groups and verse-by-verse Bible studies and all these different things that we've been trying to do to fulfill those two aspects of the vision. But in 2021, we're going to continue to do that. And what that's going to look like is a couple of things. We're going to be working really hard on the back end of securing and building up the foundation of GMA as an organization, as a whole, through our different teams. We have our outreach team, but we also have care teams. We also have prayer teams. We have different teams in place that are being trained, that are being used as a means to disciple the gamers that we're reaching on these different platforms. We also are going to be very strategic about creating content in 2021 across all forms of media. Short form video, long form video, music, podcasts. There's lots of different things that we want to do, and we're going to aim to do well this year. Not just to, just for the sake of creating content, but to be strategic about it so that it lines up with our vision of connecting gamers to Christ. There's the outreach, there's the evangelistic piece of it. And then also activating them in their faith. That's the discipleship. Once people have been connected to Christ, we need to disciple them. We need to get them in the Word. We need to connect them to local churches. We need to help them to grow in their faith. So we're super excited about the content piece of that. Be looking for that as we go through 2021. We're going to continue to do the things we've been doing in 2020, working on our outreach team and care teams and other things like that. Another thing that I wanted to highlight is our weekly Bible studies on Thursday night. Every Thursday night for an hour, we just set everything else aside, open up our Bibles, get in a Discord call together, and we walk through the Word together, verse by verse, not using a curriculum or a book study or anything like that. Those are good, those are great, but we just spend some time diving into the Word together. I lead those every Thursday night. We've gone through the books of John, 1 John, Ephesians, Philippians. We're in Ecclesiastes right now. And it's always such an exciting time where we're able to just dig in together and say, Lord, lead us. What is the truth of this word? And we learn together. It's a call that anyone is available to be a part of. It's in our Discord, our Bible study voice channel. But at the same time, we also live stream that call on Twitch, on our GMA Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GMA Ministries. And so you're able to either be in the call with us, walking through the Word together, or you can watch it live on stream on Twitch and be a part of the conversation through chat. So that's something that we've been doing this year, and it's been a huge highlight of the week for us every week. And would love to see more people get involved in that. So I'm personally inviting you, as the person who's leading those Bible studies, please join us as we walk through the Word together. I'd love to see each of you there so we can dig in together. So those are some of the big things that we have to look forward to in 2021. We truly believe that this is going to be GMA's biggest and best year yet, where we're going to reach more gamers for Christ and activate them in their faith. I'm going to pass it over to some of the rest of our team who's going to talk about some of the other things that we've done in 2020, talk about our outreach team, talk about some of the social media exposure that we've gotten recently, and just a lot of exciting things that happened in 2020 that are going to help propel us even further in 2021.
So in the beginning of 2020, we actually went through a revamp of our leadership system. So what this used to look like is we had the same people on both board and staff, which means the same people were doing 2 different positions and had a multitude of work to do. Now, this wasn't really efficient, so what we ended up doing is we ended up separating these roles between board and staff. So now they are completely different people. So here's what this looks like now. Our current board of directors consists of 5 people, and that would be Freeman, Till Truth, Super Shadow, Kennethan, and Colt 45. Now what they do is they basically give us an overview of our entire ministry. They're kind of on the outside looking in so that they can see things that we might not. Basically what they do is they are here to make sure that we are going the correct direction and that we are going the direction of the vision that God set for God Mode Activated. They are keeping us on track. Our staff works on the more of the day-to-day operations of the ministry. So you'll see us constantly in and out of the Discord. We'll also be the ones working on the Twitch channel, on the YouTube. We're the ones making the content, planning the events. We're the ones that are directly doing the day-to-day operations of the ministry. Now, here's our current team. Our current team of staff consists of 6 people, and that would be Pastor Dustin, who is our CEO. Father Ironheart is our Director of Ministry Development. Mr. Mateto is our Outreach Director. Farrah Storm is our Chief Marketing Officer and Social Media Manager. Deadly Dill is our community manager, and then we have myself, who is the chief operating officer. Now, I also want to take a second to talk about our Discord. So in the beginning of 2020, we had 635 Discord members. And now, at the beginning of 2021, we currently have 1,022 Discord members. So that's a growth of almost 400 people in 1 year, which is absolutely amazing. Now, I just want you to know that us as staff, we are constantly working to improve our Discord, as that is our community hub, and that is where we see the most fellowship in our ministry. You'll notice throughout the year that you may have seen things change, like the organization of channels, how different things work, different roles, and all of that is to just make sure that we are building the best community that we possibly can. Now, our Discord also has a ton of resources and information for you to find about our ministry. For example, if you want any information about GMA, if you want to learn more about who we are, what we do, you can check out the Ministry Info tab in our Discord. There you'll also be able to find who our staff is, you'll be able to find who is on the outreach team, on the affiliates team, on the partners team, you'll find our mods, you'll also be able to find our mission and vision, and all sorts of information that you might be looking for. Now, if you're ever looking for new information and updates on our ministry and what is going on, we are constantly posting in our announcements section. So in that section, we will specifically be updating on ministry operations, such as when our community survey comes out, when our large fundraiser events are, who is joining the outreach team, and a ton of different information, so make sure you are checking that channel. We also constantly have events going on throughout the week. We have Bible studies, we have game nights, we have Pastors After Dark, Agree to Disagree, and you can find all the information about those things in our events channel. And there you'll be able to find exactly when those events are happening, where they're happening, what kind of games we're playing, and what the event is. So make sure you are also checking out that channel. Now, if you're also looking for community care, we have a section for that as well. We have our care team info section. Now there you'll be able to find who is on our prayer team, who is on our care team, and also who is on our connection team. Those are great people and great resources to reach out to, and they'll be able to pray for you, they'll be able to talk to you about the Bible, and they're just a great resource for our community. Now, lastly, a question that we get asked a lot is, how can I get involved in GMA? Well, we have a lot of ways to do that. First of all, the best way to get involved in GMA is to join a group. Now, our groups are basically discipleship groups or small groups, and they are a group of anywhere from 4 to 7 people who will gather on a weekly or bi-weekly basis to read the Word together, to do devotionals together, to pray together, and to just get to know each other. It's a great opportunity for fellowship and to get to know a group of gamers in our community. Now, the cool thing about these groups is we currently have 6 groups that are meeting, and they meet at a variety of times. There's a few groups that meet in the morning, there's a few groups that meet in the afternoon, and a few that meet in the evening. So there's always going to be a group that will be able to work with your schedule. Additionally, as mentioned earlier, we also do always have weekly events going on. That includes game nights, Bible studies, and we also have a ton of streams going on that we want you to get involved with. You can check out when those are happening in the events section. And of course, we are always looking for new moderators for our Discord. We're looking for new prayer team members, connection team members, care team members. We're looking for outreach affiliates, outreach partners. We are also going to be looking for video editors, graphic designers, maybe you write. We're also looking for a staff member currently, which is our event coordinator role. They basically organize our Extra Life fundraiser, our birthday events, tournaments, and large events like that throughout the year. So if you're interested in that or any of these roles, we do have a Get Involved section in our Discord, and there you'll be able to find a description of every role, and you'll also be able to find the application for those roles. So if you're interested at all, please fill those applications out or reach out to one of our staff members and we will help you.
What is up, GMA? This is DrHeals Gaming, your community manager and one of your awesome staff members here at God Mode Activated. I wanted to take a second to do a couple things. Number one is share with you some awesome things, awesome victories that we had in our events in 2020. And number two, give you something to look forward to here in 2021. Number one, in 2020, we had an amazing Extra Life charity event where we got all of our outreach partners, all of the people in GMA to come together and stream, and we rose over $2,500 to give back to the Extra Life Kids Foundation, and it was amazing. And number two, what we're looking forward to in 2021 is, man, we're looking for an inter-community Warzone tournament, which is going to be amazing. We're going to have another off-the-wall freaking birthday event. We're going to do another Extra Life charity event, which we're hoping that we can double, triple, I don't even know, the earnings that we made to give back to that awesome organization and charity. So we're looking forward to 2021. It's going to be an amazing year, and we're so glad to have you with us on the ride. Love you, GMA.
Kenneth in here. First, a big, huge shout out and thank you to all of our supporters through this past year of 2020, whether through Patreon, Twitch, or direct donations through our website. Without you, we would not be able to exist and do what we do. Also, a huge shout out and thank you to all the volunteers who make things happen on a daily basis by donating their time and talents. Without them, again, we could not exist. Besides being an outreach partner, board member, and co-founder of GMA, I am also a treasurer. So time now for the 2020 Money Report. We did have some plans for 2020 that got kind of waylaid by COVID, and that God willing, we can do these plans in 2021. GMA started off 2020 with $425 in the bank, and with donations up to $2,386, and with expenses of $1,443, we ended the year with $1,368. Along the way, with the money taken in and given out, we did give away money to giveaways, the Blessing Bank, care packages, the Minecraft server, graphics, and GMA admin items such as Zoom, for the website, and Google Storage. For 2021, we have a broad range of goals that need support from the community. So taking 2020 as a foundation, we want to expand upon it with additional things in 2021. We are looking to support game-related items such as more game servers, community games, tabletop games, other great ideas from the community. We want to do some spotlights on Bible studies and streamers, host a streaming workshop, train and develop disciples and leaders, host IRL events, and possibly attending a convention with a Sunday service depending on COVID restrictions. Transparency is so critical, no matter what you're doing, no matter what organization you're part of, whatever ministry you're involved with, whatever work or job it is. So we want to be very transparent. If you have any questions about or more details about the budget, about the finance report, then just get a hold of me, Kenneth, and we'll let you know. We know that the community will only support the why of GMA. People don't donate to the what or the how, but to the why. Those other items, they come along after you buy into the why. We pray that you understand the why, and that through this video and through the town hall and through whatever we're doing for spotlighting and stuff, you understand the why. Because without the why, you don't donate. 2021 will be a better year. God's in control. We want to make sure that we're always supporting you and our community through whatever endeavors we're doing, because Jesus is the only name. We want to make sure that is the only name we ever expressed and is the gospel that we share.
What is going on, God Mode Activated? Father Ironheart here, GMA's Sleeveless Wonder, and I'm excited to tell you about some changes that I've been going through here in 2020 in God Mode Activated. I went from the Care and Connections team manager to now the Director of Ministry Development, and this means that I now oversee all of the ministry happenings in GMA. We have the connection and care and prayer team, and those teams have been taking care of the community, taking care of our leadership, making sure that if someone needs to talk or they need prayer, that there's someone available to reach out and chat and talk and pray with them. We also added groups this last year, and this is GMA's version of small groups. We have Bible studies and book studies and any other kind of things you can think of, just a way for us to grow in our faith with one another, to be plugged in, to build community, and be discipled. And one thing I'm super excited to share with you all is that in 2021, we are going to have a class called The Gospel 101. This is going to teach us how to understand the gospel, what the gospel is, and how to share the gospel with others. It's going to be roughly an 8-week class, and it's going to be great. It's going to be for anyone, leadership in the community that wants to take it. And it's going to be a way for us to continue to reach out, share the gospel with gamers, and hopefully bring God's kingdom to a community and to a world that so desperately needs to know him. So I'm excited to see what God brings us in 2021.
Hey guys, it's Matt or Mr. Potato, and I'm the Outreach Team Director for God Mode Activated. And I just wanted to let you guys know about a couple updates and huge wins we had this last year. So 2020 has just been a crazy year. Crazy. I think it just goes almost without saying. But, through all this craziness, God has opened up some huge doors for GMA as a ministry and the outreach team. So we were actually able to revamp the whole outreach team, and we introduced affiliates and partners. And with that, we now have a total of 20 outreach members. 7 of them are partners and 13 of them are affiliates who are continually bringing the gospel to gamers, but a whole bunch of people throughout essentially the world online. And it's been such a huge blessing to see, through Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and we have a blog too. It's really, really awesome to see God using our outreach members that way. And so, but with that, in 2020, we have a couple huge wins. I would say huge wins. We saw actually multiple people through our outreach members actually come to know Jesus personally. It's just been really cool. God has used the platforms that he's given us and the outreach members through their avenues of content creation on wherever they're doing it. And he's actually been able to bring people closer to him. And that's just a blessing to see. We have another huge win too, and that's with the GMA Twitch page actually hitting affiliate status. So now you guys can sub to the GMA Twitch page and use some GMA emotes all across Twitch, which has been really awesome to see. I love seeing all the GMA emotes in chat. It's really, really cool. But with that, we're not slowing down. We're not stopping. God has so much more in store for 2021. And with that, we're adding more outreach members, hopefully weekly. We have applications still coming in. It's really, really cool to see. But early this year in 2021, we're actually going to be having a workshop for our outreach members, or both of our affiliates and our partners. And it's just a workshop, just to help all of us better share the gospel through our content creation, because, we can always get better at it. And so it's just really cool to see. I'm glad we're able to provide this for our outreach team. I'm really excited to get to do it. And it'll be really, really cool to see. But, with that, we're not slowing down. And those are the couple updates and wins I had for the outreach team. And, but yeah, thank you guys for making 2020 an awesome year. We can't wait to see where God takes us.
What is going on, GMA family? 2020 was a year to remember, and it was a big year here for GMA. Let me just tell you about a couple things that happened this past year. We changed our partnership and our affiliate programs, and we have seen them grow amazingly. And we just welcomed 3 brand new people to our partnership and affiliate programs just last week. On top of that, we've seen our numbers grow from Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We had a video on TikTok have over 100,000 views. And to top it all off, in November, we made it on the Colbert Show. Now, while he was making fun of us, we take any exposure, bringing name to what we're doing, bringing the hope of the gospel of Jesus Christ to gamers and people online was a blessing. In a year where churches had to shut down, GMA was poised and ready to connect with people online in a way that didn't have to rush to set things up. We've had Bible studies this year, small groups, pastors after dark. We've seen our Discord family community grow. We've seen the outreach on the internet grow, and we are so excited for 2021. In 2021, what we're going to be doing is continuing to grow our content that we are developing. Be on the lookout to see not only just on Twitch live streams, but also what's coming to YouTube. We're going to be developing resources that you can come back to as a place of how-tos. How do I do this in gaming? How do I do this in streaming? But most importantly, how do I take these next step in my faith? How do I start reading the Bible? How do I engage in someone with a conversation that might disagree with me? I'm really excited what our content is going to grow and do in 2021. GMA has been a place where God Mode Activated has really taken its anchor in the whole fact that we are all about God. People all over the country, all over the world, from different denominations here for one purpose: to bring the hope of Jesus Christ to those online, to gamers. That's why we stream. That's why we play games, because they need Christ too. And we're going to expand our focus a little bit this year and start to go, hey, how can we be a resource, not just a community, for everyone that's coming to us? So guys, in 2021, be on the lookout to watch God Mode Activated take it to the next level. We're excited.